Welcome to the medal stage of Baltic Ultimate Club Championships Indoor, where we've got Salaspils taking on Tartu. International matchup, Latvia against Estonia. Gonna be a very, very hotly contested match. Tartu, by the skin of their teeth, in the Universe Point against Hyperflick, getting through to the semifinals, and then winning against their next opponents. Salaspils, losing unfortunately to sorry, we've got worried about the internet, losing the internet again, and Salaspils getting their first break opportunity over here. Grabe needing to chase that reset. Arefjeva now in the middle, swings to Podama. Podama looking for options, back to Grabe. And Grabe, nice laser to Jakovele, back to Podama. And Podama into the end zone for Arefjeva. Great grab over there, and adjusting her hair in celebration. Nice grab, very athletic. Not an easy one, but well done for her. Yeah, Great to see lots of support from Salaspils Open team for their ladies, giving some suggestions, and lots of coaching. That pull, a little bit imprecise, if I can say. First pull of this tournament, apparently, for the Salaspils player, Montepodama. And that is a defense for Lasma Kublitska. Always nice to see her back on the field after taking a bit of a break from Ultimate for personal reasons. And Kublitska now with the disc. Nice leading pass to Montepodama. Looked like a bit of a travel, but I don't think that it. Crystal Linz did actually catch that. I agree with that call. I think it was a bit of a travel, maybe a couple extra steps over there. And that disc was not checked in. Violation is called. Always nice to. Yep, there we go. Podama, swing to Gasina. Gasina back to Podama, still trapped on that sideline. Now finally finds a release valve to Orlovska and to Kublitska. To Gusare, and a swing to Gasina. Back to Gusare. Lasma Kublitska is looking for something in the end zone, but not finding the disc over there, unfortunately. And that goes into the end zone. Finally, Lasma Kublitska finding the disc in the end zone. Looks like double happiness, so a defense and a score for her. And that is 2-0, if I'm right. Yeah, absolutely. 2-0 for Salaspils over Tartu. I wonder if these two teams have met before? No, they have not. Nice. Good to see that they have a new opponent. They played against DTS twice in a row, actually, interestingly. Yeah, first time yesterday in the group stage, and the second time today. I think it was a quarterfinals for both of them, and Salaspils obviously coming out on top of that, then losing the semifinals to Moments to their compatriots, and Tartu losing also their semifinals to their compatriots from Estonia, from Saku. And hence they are finding each other after suffering losses in the match for the third place. A bit of a discussion on the field. Looks like there was a pick. Disc is back in, and nice lefty throw. I'm not sure if she is generally a lefty, but regardless of that, that was assisted by Margaret Brown, and goal by Kaidi Veske for Tartu. 1-2. These games are slightly longer than the previous ones, and there is also a half time, but it's not a break, it's just a mirror half. So the possession will change if needed, and the sides will change if needed, mirrored from the beginning of the game. Of course, 35-minute games, half at 7, and or at 20 minutes of playtime. Arefjeva into the end zone for Helena Orlovska with a beautiful 3/4 of a field cross scuba. Great grab by Helena Orlovska, captain of Salaspil squad, collecting another point. 3-1. And nice celebration by her twin brother over there on the sidelines that you've just seen on your replays. The pull goes up. Tera gonna start us off. Swing to Lintz. Lintz. Oh, oof. Good heroics by Margaret Brown. And Tera once again with the disc. Brown. Ooh, high disc for Lintz, but Lintz well done to hold on to it. And there is a response with a scuba of her own to Tera. Basically a copy of the previous point from Salaspils, replicated by Tartu. They are showing that they can do that too. I mean, I'm sure that nobody's doubting that, but always nice to see that kind of great place being replicated. Linz to Tera, yeah, very, very experienced players. They know each other really, really well, so lots of chemistry over there. Lots of chemistry on the Salaspil squad as well. Grabe electing not electing to get a first open pass to Gasina. And Podoma now gets the disc from Kublitska. Now Gasina. Nice step out, and Grabe needing to chase that reset once again. Kublitska, in the middle of the field. Nice break side, backhand. Swing to Podoma. Podoma to Orlovska. And back to Podoma. Gasina. Gasina looking into the end zone. Nothing. Swing to Podoma. Orlovska showing to the side, but no, doesn't cut there. The throw is not going. Gasina fakes once, twice, resets to Grabe. Grabe to Orlovska, who's coming to the handler space now. And Gasina off her fingertips, and that's a turnover. And an opportunity for Tartu to get us back to even Stevens. In her own end zone. Callahan territory, and that is a reset going a little bit awry. And Salaspils on the doorstep, basically, for that particular point, which will bring them 2 up from their opponents. And that's exactly what happens. Grabe to Kublicka for a nice score. And Grabe also pulling duties for Linz. Drop pull. She's gonna go back in her own end zone. Tera, ooh, that's a nice reset to Varton, and a drop from Annette Nigol, and Helena Orlovska thought that there was a cutter going in that space, but no, not working out. She picked up the disc and threw basically into the floor. So disc is back with Tartu. Looks a little bit, ooh. Looked very crowded, but somehow it works out from a Linz to, is that Nigol who's making good? Yes, it is. Ines Annette Nigol was making good on her earlier mistake. And collecting that point, celebrated together with her teammate Vares on your screens. So Tartu are staying within one, but needing 2 breaks to get the lead in this game. Gusare and Podoma starting in the handler space. Gusare and Grabe, I must say, rather. Kublicka now coming through the middle with a cut and a reset. Looks like Gusare actually slowed down, so the defender could go through and get a block over there on the field. So Tartu, that would be the first break that they need out of 2. Veske, high disc, 2 defenders, and Tera is apologizing for not being able to reel that disc in. Not easy to see, of course, the disc through 2 defenders who are occupying almost the same space as you do. So, yeah, maybe not the best choice of the thrower to throw into that particular space. Gasina finds Gusare. Now swing to Podoma, and Podoma into the end zone for Kublicka, with a bit of a contact there from number 26, Aguivares. Kublicka coming down with the point, a bit of a contact, but nothing too dangerous. So, yeah, both of them recognize that the contact is unavoidable and try to make it as light as possible. And Grabe ready with the pull. Loads of time. This is a fairly quick game. Love to see that. Tera, Linz exchanging the first few points, and now Tera was alone. Could have tried to get it, but no, Arefio was in a better position and knocks it into the ground. Let's see what's gonna happen. Gasina finds wide open Jakovele. Well, not very wide open, but Jakovele finding that disc pretty well, and Tera this time smacks it into the ground. That space was not very open over there for Gasina to attack, and Tera gets the disc back for Tartu. Something that turns into a bit of a marathon point. Oof. Good hands by Nigol. Swing to Tera. Tera looking for options. Whoa! Fancy sideways hammer to Linz. Linz to Tera, this time through the middle. Works pretty well. And Brown back to Tera. Tartu Linz. Linz on the near sideline, looking to get something up the line, but nothing's working. What? Whoa! Yeah, no, that space was definitely occupied, and I don't think that there was a possibility to get that disc cleanly. Of course, the Tartu player there tried. I think it was Brown, but Arefjeva with another scuba, this time to Jakovele, and that works out pretty well. Fancy work. 2 scubers from Arefjeva into the end zone work pretty well. 6-3, Salaspils another break, so pulling with 3 points ahead, game to 13, like I've mentioned before. No break, of course, for the halftime, but the possession will be mirrored from the first one. Only 1 timeout per game still. And Tera Veske now with the disc. Swing to Tera. Tera to Vares, and Vares to Tera. Tera getting every second pass over here. Vares. Ooh, that hangs and goes a little bit away from the intended receiver of Heidi Tonison. And that is a turnover. Another opportunity for Salaspils to get a break. Gasina fakes once, twice, goes all the way back to Gusara with an arcing pass, and Kublitska, well done to hold on to this. Not an easy shot. Oh! Looks like Gasina and Orlovska had a bit of a misunderstanding whose disc was it meant to be. Tera fakes, looking for options, finds Nigol. Nigol doesn't have any options again, but finally finds Vares. And Veske, just off her hand. I think her hand was a little bit in front, but Gasina's pressure, forced her to drop that particular pass. And Gusara gonna check the disc in. Gets it to Podoma. Back to Gusara. And Podoma and Gusara basically running the whole offense at the moment. Let's see if any of the other cutters gonna get involved. Looks like Kublita or Ante Gasina. Either of them could have gotten that particular disc, but lots of defensive pressure there from Tera. Tera, high stall count, probably 6 or 7. Finally finds a cutter and a swing. Vares and Nigol working together. Tera with good try to squeeze it into the end zone, but no. Lasma Kublitska says absolutely not with me being close to that space. Knocks the disc away. Orlovska, tons of pressure over there. Is it gonna be one long shot for Kublitska? Not just yet. Gasina near sideline. Swing to Orlovska. Gusara and Kublitska finally finds herself in the end zone for a score. That is a halftime mark. So the (7-3) Salaspils leading with two breaks in a row. So good job by them for keeping that defensive pressure on. But that previous point was definitely a marathon point. So many of these players are taking a break right now. We see Orlovska, Kublitska, and Gusare on the sidelines, but Podoma staying on the field, Gasina staying on the field from the previous point. And whoa, Jakovele doing well to hold on to that disc. Gasina now getting involved and pushing it to Podoma. Podoma into the end zone for Gasina. Nice give and go up the line pass. And that is another, this time a hold. But as we have switched the possession, they found themselves starting the second half on the offense and pulling away with 8-3. 5 more points needed for them to win this game and get some silverware on their necks. Our producer definitely has guaranteed herself a silverware. Probably happy about that.
Yes.
Good. Good answer. Love it. Veske to Lintz. Oof. Difficult reset for Nigol. Nigol holding on to it, and that disc was a little bit too fast for Heidi Tonison. A throwaway and a very, very short field, I think, basically on the cone to the end zone over there for Salaspils. Salaspils needing a reset, finds Grabe and into the end zone for Jakovele, but no, lots of pressure. And a defender in front, she couldn't hold on to this disc, even though she had her hand on it. And Tartu, another opportunity. The Latvian side is asking for the defense, and the defense is happening for them. Grabe gonna pick the disc up. Swing to Gusare, to Orlovska, and Jakovele coming through. And into the end zone for a low pass, but well done to hold on to it by Elsa Gusare. And another offensive stat, 9-3. A little bit slightly one-sided game over here, but let's see. Maybe we will get Tartu mount a bit of a comeback. There is always hope. Is comeback on? Our producer is saying hopefully, just to make it a little bit more exciting for our viewers at home. Linz fielding this ball. Swing to Nigol. Ooh, I think she almost dropped that particular disc, but no, still holding on, and a long shot comes. Is Linz going to be able to read it a little bit better? Both of the players way out of the field, recognizing that a little bit late, but Salaspils, another break for Salaspils. Let's see. Oof. Nice arcing reset to Podoma, to Grabe to Gasina, and to Kublitska. And Kublitska with a scuba to Ante Gasina. Orlovska was almost ready to catch that as well, but well recognized that there is a better receiver behind her, and thankfully not defending her own player, not playing defense against her own player. Gasina collecting that point. 10-3. Tartu and Terra starting the offensive hopes. Long shot, high stall count situation, but the only receiver under that disc is Ante Gasina, who is intercepting that, making sure that it is not going to be received by anyone else but her. And starting the break, another break opportunity. Arefjeva to Gusara and Gasina. Nope, not given. And a nice reset over there to Gusara. She needs some cutters who are a lot closer than that. Gasina recognizing it, getting a disc, swing to Podema, and that's very much away from everyone on the Salaspils squad. Thanks to all of you who, for tuning in. Tell us, who do you support? Always interesting and exciting to see some messages in the chat. Sending some love and shout outs to some of the players. Tera. Diakovele apologetic for a bit of a contact on the mark. Tera blade into the end zone for Veske, and Tera apologizing once again. Veske not able to reel that in. That's a very difficult shot to take. And yeah, notable absences on Tartu squad. Clara Leeds, I've seen her actually with as Anta Gasina scoring, getting a score. Let us see the replay if we can check it out. Yeah, called in on the field. Yeah, looks in. Looks in to me as well. 11-3. And yeah, notable absences. Tartu, Clara Lead, I've seen her. You probably can see her as well on your screens. Having a bit of a tissue stuck in her nose. It's like a bit of a bleeding. I'm not sure how that happened. Not entirely sure how that happened. I asked her, like, yeah, what happened? She was just upset. Maybe a warm-up mishap or... Oh, in-game mishap. Okay, right. Yeah, not the most pleasant thing, of course, to have a bloody nose. Oh, I think I was on a break during that game. Hence, I did not see that happening. Regardless, finally, Tartu is finding a point to themselves and stopping the bleeding after 5 breaks and 7 points of Salaspils. Yeah, Tartu scoring their 4th point. So 11-4 is the score with 7.5 minutes left on the clock. Plenty of time for them to make up for that difference. Of course, we are going to play. It's a game to 13. No paga cap. So play until you score that 13 points, or, well, depends on the soft cap. So far, looks like it's most probably going to be a game to 13, unless Tartu is just going to start running away with it and will mount a counter offensive and a comeback train, break train. Gusare for Salaspils will... Whoa! Whoa! Visionary. That is what I call visionary, but looks like Tara maybe have something to say about that. Maybe Arefjeva running into her a little bit, and maybe just players not looking where they're running. Maybe apologizing, and yeah, good to see that. Good discussion, good spirit. 12-4, definitely a game to 13 this time. Can confirm. Time is irrelevant right now. If the comeback is on. Is comeback on?
No.
Our producer is saying that most probably no. Let's see who is right. Can Tartu score a break or 2 or 3 or 7? Who knows? But they must not give the disc to Salaspils, basically, or take it away from them in every offensive possession of Salaspils. Nigol. Is the disc? Ooh, Linz with heroics on the floor, but not able to pick the disc up, and Salaspils may have the winning possession in their hands. Swing, Arefjeva hunting for the disc, getting that, has the reset available, goes forward instead to Podoma. To Jakovele. And Jakovele, looks like a pick. Looks like a pick has been called a lot earlier. More than a few seconds ago. Think like 3, 4 probably. Disc is back in, and that is a shot for goal and for the bronze for Julia Arefjeva from Liva Jakovele. Congratulations to Salaspils, coming from this tournament with a bit of a silverware. Commiserations, of course, to Tartu Ultimate, who lost one of their key players, unfortunately, for the last game. Stay with us for Open Division, third place bronze medal match, and then of course the first place games right after that. Stay with us, enjoy Ultimate, don't go anywhere.